everyone. It is the first episode of season 2. Yay, we're back. I'm very excited to once again resume all things podcast related with my bestie here, Mr. Phil. Phil, how are you? Welcome back. We got this. What up?
Oh, we're just starting. Okay.
We are just starting.
We are just freaking straight up cold open.
Yes.
I'm sitting here like, should we talk? Should we do a pre-show? And you're like, nope. I got the dog. I got the speaker.
That was
and I
it.
hit the record button.
That was the pre-show.
That was the pre-show. I'm mildly unprepared and I am tired. We spent the weekend doing tile in the. Oh, we'll talk about that expression in a second. But
I just drank something that.
Yes, you drank something. What did you just? How long? Oh, here, let me just.
Hold on.
Caller, please tell me how long that coffee's been sitting there cold.
It's not coffee.
Oh, it's not.
It is inspiration juice. It is made of carrots.
Are you part of the class action lawsuit that Panera's juicing? Or?
No. What? I didn't even hear about that. No, this is carrots, lemon, and something else. Ginger, maybe?
Oh, that's very healthy.
And I didn't stir it properly.
Are we getting carrot or are we getting ginger?
I don't know, but it's from a place called Sweet Memes.
Sweet Memes? Nice.
Sweet Memes, yeah.
It reminds me of the last time, with a B and everything on the logo.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember where I think Heather and I went out to dinner somewhere and she asked for a mixed drink and it was a drink, all right. The mixed part was a little bit less, executed. So when she took a sip of it on the straw, it was just straight, straight vodka, straight tequila, just from the bottom.
I'm familiar with that treachery. Yes.
Yeah. That immediately turns into, oh, Christ, what did I just...
Yeah. Well, at that point, you're just left with juice. So congrats. You just took a shot. Yeah. All right. So before I've completely distorted my face, that it completely threw you off guard. You were saying something about New Jersey, I think.
Yeah, no, we went down to the shore house this weekend. We've been putting off this let's do tile in the sunroom. The floor desperately needed it, and we committed this weekend, and it was 3 straight days, 12 hours a day on my knees, and my back is killing me. There are muscles in my thighs that I didn't even know I had that could be sore.
For anybody just joining with no context, this is not this is not about adult showmanship or any type of dancing.
This is about
But progress, or is it done?
Tile. No, progress. So we're we have to go back next weekend and do a couple of last minute things, and then we can grout. So that'll be good.
Okay.
It'll be good. But it looks amazing. It's one not falling apart, formerly wet, now turning to sawdust laminated floor is now going to be porcelain tile.
Okay.
So
worth the exhaustion.
Yes, worth the exhaustion. So we both said that there will be no tile for a while.
There will be no tile for a while. By Dr. Seuss.
Oh, God.
Even though you don't like the style, there will be no tile for a while. That's it.
I do want to hold on. So we have taken a little bit of a break between season 1 and season 2, and so there is definitely a lot of pent up AI generated art that I've been slacking. Like nothing's really been created in a while. Like I've been using it mostly to, rewrite things for me and then describe ice cream in the voice of Werner Herzog. What else do I have in here?
Truly a masterpiece, by
I've
the
got
way.
Werner Herzog on ice cream, and I've got Top Tokyo attractions. So, doing the research. So
that's pretty exciting. Okay, so let me tell you about mosquito bites and how.
Mm-hmm.
I've had the most mosquito bites out of the entire time that I've lived here in the span of 20 minutes on a Friday evening, and that was just this Friday that passed. Our friends John and Haley got engaged, but this was a surprise engagement on John's behalf, which
I
required.
was surprised, or Haley?
John was like, "Oh my God, I'm proposing." No, John had been planning this, and it was our job to. It was my job to take photos, right?
Did John hire the mosquitoes, or instead of doves?
No, I thought I was doing some crazy MacGyver shit, like I was stopping traffic. So there was some visual cue. There was a tree. There was a lot of pieces to this puzzle. Jake and John had gone scouting weeks earlier for the perfect spot to do it and narrowed it down to a specific location. And so John is now at the location looking around for Jake or one of us or anything, because we were supposed to be hiding by a giant ass tree, right?
Did you have like a duck whistle you were supposed to blow? And
No, there was nothing like that. There was no duck whistle, nothing. But they went from, where are these guys? Because he shared his location with us. Where are these guys? To, I can't see them. To, 5 minutes ago, it says they were at a dead end. Like, where are they? To, holy shit, they're right up the street and they're walking. We need to, like, cross the street right now and go hide by the
they're in an
tree.
IHOP.
Oh my God. So, go to the tree. I'm, like, stopping traffic, trying to run across the street. And now I'm ducking behind people's parked cars. Finally get to the tree. I'm like, I can't take pictures from here. This is going to look like crap. I don't want to zoom. It's going to be pixelated. And so I'm doing what is essentially like in your in your childhood imagination somersaults, which is just me basically tripping over myself across a field, right? And
Parkour.
Yeah, parkour. And so, yeah, don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. I'm like,
Oh God.
yeah. And I'm just like walking and making sure she doesn't see us. And at one point, I dove face first into a bush. And now I'm literally trying to be as quiet as possible. I can hear Jake rustling. Like, I hear his pants make a noise. And I turn around and he's basically like balkied himself out of the fucking picture. For anybody that hasn't watched Perfect Strangers, that's what I'm trying to think of. So now I'm crouched. I'm over slightly over 20% visual cue over here of this bush.
You're like trying to make yourself as small as possible.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't exist. I'm trying to take pictures and they're coming out horrible because I'm still too far. And I make one little like twig snap and the dog, woo, 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 woo. I'm like, why is the dog? And so Piper
You
was
brought
there.
dogs?
Because John brought Piper because of the photos.
Okay.
At least the dog could be part of the whole.
Okay, they brought those. I was going to say, you brought your dogs to this?
No.
This is not very-
Yes, I dragged them across the street.
Listen, yeah, SEAL Team 17.
No.
It's not going to work out.
No. Anyway, dog barks. I freak the hell out. And Haley turns and just goes, shh, like that. Because she's so enthralled by what John is saying. Like, she's so focused. I'm like, okay, thank God. Whew. Anyway, fast forward. It worked out. Propose, ring, blah, blah, blah. 800 mosquito bites.
I was going to say, so during this, the casualty is your legs.
It was my arms. I was full. I was like, oh my God. Yeah. But it was nice. It was a nice little cutesy little engagement by a water tower, something. It was very sweet. But I got eaten alive. And that's the story.
John and Haley, and you fed some mosquitoes.
Yeah. Yes. I sure did. Well, good luck eating Wegovy mosquito. How does that taste?
What was I going to say? There's something up with my neighborhood and mosquitoes.
Really?
Because just I can't. I was doing some work on Mila's car over the last few weeks, and they are just everywhere. And are you aware of the thermocell like bug?
Yes.
Like deterrent things.
Yeah.
So
Until I switched to Dynatrap, I used to use Thermacell.
Yeah. So, but when I'm outside, like, and I want to like keep them away, like Dynatrap, is one thing. Of course, the like catch them and attract them, but so like when I'm working on the car, I'll like set one up kind of in like a general area, um, but I just it doesn't hurt. Like every time I open the car door, I'll close it and then drive off, and then all of a sudden I'll see like six of them bouncing around my windshield. It's ridiculous, and I ended up I think I had shared it with you, and you said, "Oh, I have the same one." Is one of the kind of the indoor USB Dynatrap type things because I think every time I open the back door to let the dog outside, even though it's for half a microsecond, one gets in. So I've kind of placed it in the general area by the kitchen, hoping to deter them because I'm convinced that one makes it in the house and then follows me upstairs, and then while I'm asleep, just
Just wait.
sharpens his knife and fork and goes to town.
Nosferatu, stop living in my closet.
Yeah.
Knock it off.
But there's something up with my neighbor because like the other day I was pulling the trash can out and I look over and the sun was setting and it was hitting the alleyway just right, and there's just a freaking swarm the size of
Oh
where are
my
you
god.
coming from? What neighbor has like a kiddie pool sitting in the backyard growing these things? Even down at the shore house where we're kind of on like a tidal tributary and there's standing water in a lot of places, it's not as bad as my backyard.
What
So,
the hell's going on
yeah.
there? Do you have one of those what are they called? Mosquito donuts or mosquito pucks that you're supposed to throw?
Yeah, but I don't have any standing water, right? So it's got to be one of the neighbors or something. I don't know if someone's got a bird bath that they're growing. Yeah. So, but yeah, no,
No,
I too
thanks.
am a often victim of mosquito bites. Where
It's been
if they
pretty
can get to me,
good though. That's why I said the most I've had all
yeah,
year. I have not, like, knock on wood, until Friday, which was my fault really because you walk into the belly of the
you
beast.
walked into
What am
the
I
bush. Yeah,
literally?
you walked into the bush unprepared.
Yeah, exactly. It was technically my fault. But then everybody else was also getting eaten, so I was like, okay, so it wasn't just me. I disturbed them for the whole town. Yeah. Oh no, that sucks, man. I get a little paranoid when it comes to the Dynatrap because while oh my god, it does such a great job, I also don't want it too close to the house because it's like, yeah, just go die over there. Just don't come to me to die because then what's the point if I'm attracting you all to my house? Go down there, and then I would set it up on one of those I guess one of those poles that kind of have like a hook,
Oh
that you
yeah,
can
yeah, like
just,
those
those
planter hooks. Yeah,
planters, yeah. And I would have it a good distance from the house. But now I don't have them in this home, and I'm not going to get a Dynatrap here because the little backyard area is just simply too small for me to be like, let me suck up all the mosquitoes for half an acre. It's like, no, I'm good. I'm totally fine. Let the neighbors do that. So try to remember what it is on Earth that was such a delay for this season. And I feel like it's been 6 years instead of 6 months. And I can't even remember what the hell happened since we last had an episode.
Great question. So I was having this thought the other day because I had opened up Overcast, and Overcast put one of those little moon icons over ours that's there like on hiatus. So we last recorded on April 18th. So that's our last episode 25, April 18th. Let's see, what did we put in our show notes here?
Stop, buddy, guys, stop.
Season finale. Oh, taxes. Oh, that was very tax season of us.
Was it really?
H&R Block, TurboTax. No, we talked
Okay.
about taxes because and I had gone to the Price is Right. Wow, it's been that long since Price is Right.
Since
And you
Price
went to
is
the
Right, yeah.
yeah, and this is the episode where you went to the Ren Fair and had somebody arrested.
We've come a long way. I mean, obviously, he still loves her. He proposed, so everything is
Yeah.
okay. I have been to
Ye
Germany
olde
since
felon, but
then. Yeah. I was in Germany since there for like a jobby job thing. And I have an operation coming November 1st, which is yes, it is cosmetic, and it is a lower lid blepharoplasty, and it cost me a motorcycle.
Oh, I was just like $1.
It's being done by a clown. I was like, no.
There is a van, and I will be getting in it.
No. Yeah, I'm finally doing it. I don't care. I'm going for it. That's my gift to myself. Is my bleph, my lower lid bleph, which isn't too bad because it's gonna be on a Friday. And by Monday or Tuesday, I'll be totally fine to resume regular activities except for lifting things that are above 20 pounds. You're lucky. You're a lucky little kid. Oh, whatever. He doesn't care about anything, this dog.
Nah, listen, I prefer to be held, as is the style of my people.
Yeah, my sister's coming to visit.
Oh, fun.
I decided
Yes,
to
that's in a
import my
couple of weeks.
nephew. It is much cheaper than going and visit and spending a bunch of time there and having an Airbnb and all that jazz. So, yeah, the week of the 19th, the 19th to the 26th. So I will have my nephew and my sister here. And we are planning a bunch of kid-friendly things to do.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
You guys have like
Sorry, go
children's
ahead.
museums and stuff?
Yeah. There's children's museums and stuff like that. And he's recently been diagnosed with being on the spectrum. So I want to make sure that he's as stimulated as possible. He doesn't, there's a lot of quick exit plans, if anything, if necessary. But no, I can't wait to see him. I literally have not been to Montreal in 5 years, which means I haven't seen my nephew since the week he was born. So
So
we're
it's safe
due.
to say he's 5 now?
Yes, he's 5 now. Yeah. But we got 2 dogs. So, okay. I don't know if you've noticed this. I can't zoom in. Maybe you could zoom in.
Okay.
But since we've last have had conversations, this dog now sticks his tongue out for everything. He is perpetually in the dentist chair, just numb. I don't know why, but he started doing this shortly after we wrapped up podcasts in April. So every time he zones
He's
out,
trying
he just
something
sticks he's just tongue out. That's it.
He's trying on a new pose,
Sure. Yeah, but sorry to get distracted. Obviously, I have my dog here. Why wouldn't I do it for the first episode? But my sister is coming. Buddy,
That's what you get for talking about me.
talk shit. He's pissed at me because I gave him a bath earlier. It's fine.
Oh, he doesn't take a bath well?
He just gets worried. I sit in the tub with him
Oh, okay.
so that he doesn't slide
I mean, is he
everywhere.
like, I need to escape from here immediately, or is it like that
He's
petrified?
just like, I really
stand there
don't. I'm really not enjoying this right now.
Okay.
Sophie is just vibranium.
Vibrating.
Yes, Sophie could be on the next episode of Flash. Like, you could just see her. Like, she's just so brrr. And he's more like, I really don't like this. And, his everlasting face of misery, but he's fine. He just has the worst allergies ever. And I have allergies, so I know his are acting up. I have that weird thing that when you start getting allergies, the roof of your mouth starts getting really itchy. I don't know if you've ever had that.
Oh, no, I have not.
Oh, my gosh, it's been fucking nuts. So
You're like, I can't scratch this. No, no amount of Cheerios, dry Cheerios will solve this.
Dry Cheerios?
Well, because, they're like crunchy.
Old
Scratch
wives' tale thing, right?
Okay, sure. No,
Is
I
it?
don't know. I'm just thinking of scratchy things that you can eat that can.
Oh, okay. I thought this was like an actual.
Better
like,
than eating
I was like,
glass.
tell me, what else did the apothecary tell you? No, Zyrtec is the only thing, which is the most beautiful thing I
crunched
ever.
up Zyrtec that I snort.
Yeah, exactly. So that's the only thing that works. I don't like taking Benadryl.
No, Benadryl seems like a just low-level I don't know what. Like the industrial strike ones are like Zyrtec, Claritin. Like I don't know.
I don't
It
have
always
allergies
when I walk in,
anymore.
I don't have allergies and I don't take any of those. My
Yeah.
daughter does, but it's one of these things where walking through that aisle, it looks like, oh, that's the cute one. This is what I give my dog so he calms down.
That's what we
No,
give
no, give
him
me
is
the
the
real
Benadryl.
stuff.
Yeah, I give him half a Benadryl in the morning, and he has his like Apoquil that he takes at night. And don't get me wrong, like I'm due. My body's due for some weird, stupid freak out over something, and it's allergies usually. And I haven't had allergies for a very long time, for many years, and it has been like 6 or 7 years, maybe 8. And so I'm not really surprised. I'm just just inconvenienced by this. And so I agree. Like the industrial strength is definitely what's gonna knock it out of me because Benadryl is gonna make me front heavy, forward heavy.
Yeah, I again, that's like I've heard like the side effects of like, oh, it makes me sleepy, and then this and that.
It's no space capsule house, but you know.
No, oh God, yes, we should tell the people we have been on this tear. They are like the funniest things I have seen on Instagram, fed to me by the great algorithm beyond. Is the Etong space capsule house? Call it what it is, mini series. Not even an ad. It's
It
just a
is
mini series.
it is a mini series, yeah.
Just 30 seconds at a time. Just it's beautiful because it had such a I don't know, just such a journey from one-off just announcements about what the product is to to just what was her name? I don't even remember the character's name. It
Miss
was just like
Alumulamu.
Susan. What?
Miss Alumulamu.
No, but like the younger girl because I can't remember now.
I don't
Ruining
remember
it.
her name.
But the point is that where he's like, Julie doesn't love me anymore, so I bought her a space capsule house with dry and wet separation bathroom, which every time I watch it, I feel self-conscious. I'm like, do I not have a wet, dry separation bathroom? Am I living in the
You
Middle
don't.
Ages?
No.
I don't.
Is it
My
38
bathroom is
square
all
meters?
wet all the time,
All wet all the time.
or just
Bedroom.
all dry all the time.
Floor to ceiling windows. Intelligent door lock. If you
Oh.
like, kata kata meat. I just fucking, it's so good. It's so good. It's okay. I gotta
When
find.
they made a sharp, yeah, we will throw some of these in the show notes because they are just so sweet and precious.
They
Just
are.
the sharp left turns into like daytime soap opera land were just beautiful. God, there was one that just killed me. The one where she says "you too," and he's like "me too," and then they go off like into the sunset holding hands and like this imagined romance about. But again, always slipping in like this is where we could be happy in this bed with this amazing air conditioner in this kitchen with microwave and full of electronics. Look at these floor to ceiling windows that we could enjoy. And
They
balcony.
have the most creative ways of plugging in these house features. And lately they've been really catching the meme bug where they actually are trying to mimic viral videos and putting
Yeah.
their own spin on it. But it's so effective because it doesn't make sense. It's not applicable, but it just works for them because that's just the brand now. It's just we're applying whatever it is. We're bad at this and we're doing it on purpose and we're great at being bad at it. Yeah, they're fantastic. It's Etong Jacob.
Yes, Jacob and I can't remember the girl's name.
I don't remember her
Obviously,
name, but
Miss Aluminum and Miss Big Aluminum.
oh, Miss Big Lumulamu, she's great. I feel bad because so this all started because she would tap the side of the house and she would say 38 square meter, tap the house alumulamu because she can't say aluminum. And then the internet, being fantastic as it is, would just harp on this mispronunciation of aluminum and then dubbed her Miss Alumulamu. So I think that there's such a loss of translation that when a larger woman who is also selling the same space capsule houses. She now calls herself Miss Big Alumulamu. And it's like, no, that's not your name. You're just mispronouncing the fucking aluminum. I'm in love. It's just.
And again, I'm caught between we need to start a Kickstarter so we can buy, or a Patreon where we buy a I don't know where we're putting this. I mean, I do own 1 square foot of Texas land that Elon Musk has bulldozed, but but God help me, it's something that I will never own, but on the other hand, think of ways where I could buy 10 acres in Pennsylvania and put 8 of these things up.
Oh, yeah. I'm definitely going to want one, even if it's just an office. How cool is that? I'll be in the office with a dry, wet separation bathroom and floor to ceiling windows. So if you want to talk to me, you can cut to me, okay? Because I'll be busy over there. Okay, so I just got spammed. The last month and a half has been very medical heavy on my end. I am officially, so I have been recently diagnosed with severe sleep apnea.
Oh.
I was
I mean, you
told,
just like straight up die 3 or times and 4 times a night?
pretty much.
Okay.
Pretty much. She's like, so how long have you first
How long have you been dying?
Exactly. The assessment call was very awkward because it was just like, here, we'll do your at-home sleep study. And then she tells me, do you want to do 1, 2, or 3 days? We recommend at least 2. So I was like, so then obviously we're going to go for at least 2 since that's what you recommend. You'll have enough data. And then the girl on the phone tells me, we'll just throw in a 3rd day. I was like, okay, no problem.
For free. Just throw a 3rd day in there for free.
No. I
I
assumed
know.
that's what she was talking about. But then when I went to go pick up this at-home sleep study machine, she's like, you're good for 2 days. I said, I was told 3. She's like, no, 2 days. I was like, okay, whatever. So I do the sleep study.
Shorting me a day?
I do the sleep study. I'll do whatever the hell the insurance covers. I do the
Yeah.
sleep study, and then I get a phone call a couple days later that goes something like this. Oh my God, you gotta tell me if this works, okay? I gotta find out if this works. I get a hello.
Oh, is Nyxi there?
Oh, it does work. Oh
Does
God,
it
I
work,
hope
or
that-
is it not changing me and it's being weird? Oh no.
What if we
Oh no,
go?
it changed you. It changed you to deep voice, and then you went to chipmunk.
Am I okay now? Or is it still weird?
Very deep. You are now a troll under a bridge.
You die and go sleep.
Tell me about my dry and wet separation bathroom in that voice, please.
How do I turn it off?
And ladies and gentlemen, it is now gone off the rails. Now it's off. You're
Does it
cackling
sound
normally.
normal now?
Yes, you sound normal again.
Okay. Anyway, so I was gonna do something fun, but that didn't work
Yes.
out. So
Nixie Radio Theater is going to be rescheduled for another day.
She goes, so we have your results. Have you been sleeping like this for a long time? And I was like
You're
what?
How do you get up in the morning without falling over and having
She
3
goes-
Red Bulls on the way down?
She goes, you stopped breathing 56 times the first night.
You're like, but I slept for only 2 hours. What do you mean?
I slept 6 hours that night. I was like 56 times.
6 times.
Basically, I
6
just
times, Mrs. Fuller.
so for 6 hours I held my breath. Anyway, and then she goes, and then the next day, you stop breathing for 46. So then I go, oh, so it's getting better.
So if we had a 3rd day, it'd only be 22.
Yes. So if you calculate, you should have gave me that 3rd day. So anyway,
it would have balanced out this.
so I go, oh, that's not good. She's like, no, that's not. She goes, you have really severe sleep apnea, and
She
we're
typed it in
absolutely
all caps. Yeah.
we're absolutely going to recommend that you get yourself a sleep apnea machine. And I was like, CPAP. I was like, okay, fine, whatever my insurance covers. And so now they sent me some weird test that they wanted me to do. And then they were like, at the end of this quiz that you need to fill out to assess what machine is best for you, which is
A
bullshit
personality
because
quiz?
I'm confused because the girl on the phone told me someone's going to reach out to you and you're going to be able to come to an office essentially and look at the machines and see which one
And
you would
much like
prefer.
Apple Vision Pro, you get fitted for
Yes,
one.
exactly. Oculus, no thanks. That is so last year. So anyway, instead I get a text message that's
You're
like,
like, does this come with Bluetooth speakers? I have
answer
a
these
podcast.
6 questions and then take a selfie. I was like, a selfie for what? You want to see if my nose is crushed and I have no mouth? Like, what are you looking for? Like,
Are
you
3D
want to know the
mapping my
real
face? 'Cause
reason?
I can just give you that.
They're like, we're not gonna go through the insurance. This bitch literally has 2 tampons in her nose. She's making herself not breathe. Like, it doesn't make any sense. So now I'm getting spammed, which is like, hey, we've been trying to send you your machine, but you haven't
We've
paid
been trying to reach you about
about your lungs extended warranty. So
57 times.
57, yeah, I know it. And that's just me going like, oh, so it's getting better. No problem. Anyway, so they want to send me the PAP machine, which is not to be confused with the CPAP machine. This one might or might not smear. I don't know what a PAP machine is. I have no fucking idea. PAP supplies. Aeroflow is required by your insurance company to bill your new PAP supplies. And then that's it. It's going to cost me $85. I get a disposable PAP filter, a heated humidifier chamber for CPAP. I don't know what all of this is. I'm just going to say,
Is
okay.
this one of the ones that like phones home to your doctor too?
I don't know.
You know what I'm talking about,
Yeah,
right?
I know what you're talking about because
Where
someone
they actually
I
like they
know,
Wi-Fi connected or Bluetooth connected, and then they like
someone I know
send
hadn't
your
been using it regularly, and they were like, "Your data isn't coming through," and it's like, "Get out of my house, Cindy!" Like, I don't want to tell you when I'm using this
You're lucky
machine.
I didn't just put this on my dog. Okay, calm down.
Exactly. So anyway, I just thought I would share that with you. 56 and then 40 something. I was like, oh, so it's getting better.
Like, congratulations. Well, thank you. I'm so flattered. Like, no, this is not a good thing.
I just thought it was a weird question.
Mhm.
So you've been sleeping like this for a while? I mean, I guess. I don't fucking know.
How long have you been miserable, Miss Nyxi?
Oh my God. And then I was excited about it because I was like, no way. Because all of the symptoms of sleep apnea describe a lot of what I've been dealing with, which is like
Yeah.
brain fog, obviously constant fatigue, like inability to focus and this and that. And it's like, yo, I'm a multitasking demon right now. Can you imagine if I actually sleep? I'm like so
oxygen.
Yeah, imagine if it happens if I actually breathe. I'm gonna be king of the world. So I'm pretty excited about this actually. It's my spin on it. How it's like, holy shit, that's scary. You stop breathing a lot. Yeah, but now that you will breathe, do you have any
You
idea how
fools.
efficient
You have
will
no
be?
idea what you've unleashed.
Exactly.
There is no trash can otter. There is only trash can.
I like that one. Every time I
that
say it,
was
it
so
makes me
good.
laugh.
And just again, sweet.
Or
We
just
will have
pap story.
We will have to revisit. We will have to revisit this topic once you receive your Vader mask.
Yes. I hope it's the one that's just like the
Yeah, you're
oxygen
like, I just
tank
want the
one.
nose clips. Yeah.
Yeah. I hope. I'm in the middle of paying them right now. So they're like, we're trying to send you your machine, but you didn't pay us these 12 cents. I'm so sorry. This is why I don't breathe at night, but it's okay.
If I only had more oxygen at night,
Yeah.
I'd be able to pay my bill.
Well, you can have oxygen for $80. Okay, I'm coming. Hold on. The pre-diabetes, we've already spoken about that. But for those who don't know, I'm not really surprised though that I was pre-diabetic. I feel like everybody I know is pre-diabetic. If you're not diabetic, you're pre-diabetic, and logically it makes sense. So whatever. But
It's a bunch can't be both a dry and wet bathroom.
you
They
can't
have
be
to separate.
post-diabetic.
So either you can't, yeah,
Exactly.
you either are or you aren't,
Yes, or you're dead.
or you're heading that way.
Yeah, exactly. So there was that, and then yeah. I had my first mammogram. Let me tell you,
Never?
Well, it's apparently very early according to some people, but it's
Oh,
the
I don't know. Yeah,
I
this
don't
is
know.
one.
I don't know either. I was just told like, "Oh, you're 40, you should get your like you should get a mammogram." I'm like, "Okay, I'm not going to say no to it. Just do whatever you have to do." And
Yeah.
so I think that the quote unquote discomfort for me didn't come from the fact that I went like on a Monday morning at 6:50 to get pancake tittied. It was really because of the handling of the breast.
Oh, it wasn't because of the lack of oxygen?
No, it was like a Thursday night for Gino while he's trying to spread the dough
Oh.
and make you a pie. I was like, your fingers are a little all over the place. But it was like it's like I don't know, like a trash compactor meets a microwave. It's a very strange machine, but it wasn't as uncomfortable as it was being handled. And I was like, okay, maybe I'm lucky because there's
Woman is a
actual
professional.
material to handle versus like, getting your little tiny maybe A cups or whatever squished. I don't know what the difference is between the two, but it wasn't too bad. So ladies, check your tatas. And then I got my little letter that was like, "We're pleased to tell you that you are breast cancer free." And I was like, "Yay, great." And then I got to go back next year.
No, it's a yearly thing. Yeah, we
Yeah.
were just Heather and I were just discussing. Apparently, it's one of those like, as you get older, I think we're not 100% sure. Is like, did they change the age for a colonoscopy? It used to be 50, and then there was some confusion as to whether the doctors had changed it to 45.
Mm-hmm.
45 is the new 50, and I don't know, still don't have a definitive, and we didn't bother to check. So at this point, we're like, okay, well, we should go talk to a doctor next time we're at a doctor.
Do you think that, I mean, because I have always been told you start checking your breasts at like, you do a mammogram at 45. 45,
Mhm.
45, 45, 45. Now it's pre-screening or whatever they want to call it. Do you think that this is an early detection thing, or it just so happens that it's early
No, because
detection meets
we've
happy
heard that early
insurance company?
detection. Yeah. Oh God. Yeah. No. Of course. But no. The early detection is now 40. Apparently, like we've shifted the entire scale. So
Okay,
pleasures of age.
I guess. I mean,
Stop breathing 46 times. Hey, it's getting better. I'm like I said, if we round down, I'm like you were in the 30s by day 3. So
I know.
maybe this is cyclical. Maybe certain days of the week. You could probably tie this to to how much stress you had at work that day.
Oh my God, man. And I've started going to a chiropractor. It was my 3rd session.
He just keeps looking at you and going, "What did you do?"
No, she's been really helpful, actually. She cracked my
Okay,
back
good.
twice, so I can't complain about that. But I'm very relaxed considering that I'm constantly thinking of those viral videos of people getting their backs cracked by a chiropractor and they're just like folded in half, like in a table, or their brooms cracking and stuff.
Did
I
you
had
do that thing where they
exaggerated
like?
thing.
The last time I went, he had that like magic table where it like notches up and then he jumps into your back and the whole table snaps under you.
She didn't jump, but she's got that one, and it's actually quite noisy. She said that
Yeah.
there's 2 tables. The loud one tends to give people a bit of a jolt because of how loud it is, but it's a lot gentler on the body. And the
Little bit
other
of
one that is
whiplash.
much more quiet is more rough. So I was like, nah, you can startle me all you want as long as you don't crack my sternum. Like I'm okay. Like, and she's like, okay, as long as you don't mind. And then
Like,
she
I need
always
you to fold your arms over your chest and
But
stare at the sky, hold a breath, and whack.
no, that's the thing. And now I anticipate and I know when she's gonna do it because it's 3 times now, so I know her rhythm. So she's always
Yeah.
like, and take a big inhale, and then she tells
She
me to
doesn't give you any
exhale, and
warning?
my exhale is so like it's fluttery. It's like because I'm expecting her to just do what she's gonna do, and then you hear clack because the table's so goddamn loud, and I sink. And then she's like, "How was that?" And I'm like, "It was okay." I'm totally fine. I'd say 50% of the time it works every time, but I really don't get the crack effect very like each time. I know the
Yeah.
times that I get it, I actually feel like a good, but otherwise, she's like, "You're getting better. You seem to have less tension in your head." I was like, "Well, you've cracked it 8 times, so whatever works, no problem. Maybe this will help with my sleep apnea, and I'll only die 12 times tomorrow. Who knows?" Yeah. So, uh, I think that
Do
was
we
it.
speak about the fact that this was that this episode's going to come out on Halloween?
Yes, yes, it's true. So if you are listening to this, it is Halloween. Happy birthday, Haley, by the way. She's born on Halloween. She has the
Oh, very
coolest
nice.
birthday ever. Jake's born on the 25th of December, and I've got arguably a meh date because, you know, nobody cares about St. Patrick's unless you're in the US. Everywhere else,
Yeah,
it's
it
religious.
doesn't really translate to Italy or Canada.
No, it doesn't really translate. No, not at all. But yeah, so it is Halloween.
Will you be sitting outside in your new neighborhood, handing out candy to the
I have
little boys
not
and girls?
handed out candy in
Like, I've
20
shut the
years,
lights off, and then
and
I've
I ain't
gone
gonna
to bed
start
and
today. Yeah,
didn't breathe.
exactly. I think that I don't even know. I don't even know if I'm gonna be here on the 31st. So it really all depends. I've seen some people put their decorations out. Don't get me wrong. I like that other people do the Halloween thing. I'm a keen admirer of decorations for Halloween. It's the it's the walking into a Home Depot or even a Harbor Freight or literally any freaking store where you walk in, there's Halloween decorations. You're staring at like a 20-foot skeleton, like a blow up skeleton.
Oh, we'll be
And
discussing
on
the
the
20-foot
speaker, you
skeleton.
hear,
Please continue.
and I'm like, oh my God, is that Mariah Carey already? And I can't.
Already, baby.
I can't do it. I can't. No.
The Lowe's, we were at a Lowe's obviously over the weekend multiple times while doing tile, and they have just completely abandoned. I don't know what day, but like the Home Depot still had Halloween decorations, but the Lowe's was Santa's Village. You walk through the door and there's a giant arch. It's got Mickey, it's got Goofy, it's got giant Santas.
Is it cool at least?
I don't know. I just
Okay.
I recognized. I just walked by. I was like, oh, Christmas already. But going back, so yeah, what are your thoughts on the 12-foot skeleton? Because they are everywhere, and in fact, Heather gets a kick out of one that's near the entrance to my neighborhood because they've put it behind their 6-foot fence, so half of it is sticking up like mid torso, just below the rib cage. And then they've taken a tiny skeleton and it's riding piggyback on the giant skeleton.
Okay, that's cute. I don't know. I've seen where it's sticking completely out of someone's yard, and I think it's hilarious because it gives me that Godzilla type of like, oh no, look from a distance.
Yeah.
But they used to be so few and far in between. Like I've always associated that very showy Halloween giant display of celebration with the neighborhood that gave you full-size chocolate bars. But now everybody's got this, and I'm just like,
just everyone's
it's
got
too
access
much
to
now.
those,
Yeah,
and
I
it's-
don't
and they're giving out like fun size.
I don't find
Snickers,
it
and
special
it's not
anymore.
No.
Because
How
also
will
it's
you?
very overproduced, so everybody has the same one. I'm like, well,
Yes.
yeah. So I don't know,
No
but
one's.
it's still better
Some
than any
people are
other
doing fun
holiday.
stuff, but I've seen this past weekend. I think just driving around, we've seen like 8 or 10 just on the same stretch of road. So I think it was very yeah.
That's
I
a
agree
lot.
with you completely. They were overdone. There was one. I don't know if we've discussed this before, but I remember the first years that we lived in this neighborhood, I took Mila trick or treating, and the neighborhood over, the guy had built a giant kind of like price, what's it called, Wheel of Fortune wheel, and behind every door was a different candy,
Cool.
and the kids would walk up and spin it, and whatever you know,
Yeah.
whatever you landed on, you got. So
I think that's cool.
like, I like people doing that. I think last year, the year before, I put on that giant T-Rex.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it appears we've lost Phil.
It just kind of like bonked out and then bonked back in. Okay.
You last said that you had put up a T-Rex, and I said,
Oh, I had put on my T-Rex costume, and just
Oh,
as I was
yeah.
walking out to the front yard, a toddler had walked up with his family and had a complete and total just pure panic, screaming, "Oh my God," scared to death.
Aw,
And
so it
like,
worked.
so it worked. And then I'm like, I feel
Okay.
bad.
Hi. Oh, they've come
So.
to summon me. Yeah.
Like, mother,
What are you
I know
guys
you're
doing?
busy with your telethon, but
Excuse you guys. Do you guys want food? Do you guys want?
yes,
Do you want
yes.
food? Okay. 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 Yeah. What? Yeah. Well, there you go. She says that she
well-
wants food, everybody. So yeah. So thank you again, everybody. We will be releasing episodes every Thursday at what time? Phil's gone again, guys. I'm telling you, this episode is gonna go straight to YouTube exactly how it is. Exactly how it is. You're frozen again. Ladies and gentlemen, Phil, come back to us. Thank you seriously for watching. We will what a disaster. GG's. We'll see you next time.
Okay.
Oh, no, he's back. So thanks for watching, and whose fault is that? This was the season premiere of season 2. You can find every new episode. You can find a new episode every Thursday at
Posted by 8 a.m. Eastern time.
posted by 8 a.m. Eastern time. Fantastic. Have a lovely Halloween, folks.
Toodaloo. Thanks for listening to And Whose Fault Is That? Please consider subscribing on Spotify, Apple, Google, or wherever fine podcasts are found.